You know, there's a lot of myth about sending a cable down corrugated pipe. Well guys, we do it every day and it's really not a problem. That cable is strong, but so is that pipe. If the pipe is broken or collapsed, of course the cable won't go through it. It will not tear up your pipe. It will not hurt anything. Corrugated pipe is a myth about sending your cable down that line. You can see that it really grabs a hold of the roots. So we need to go ahead and untie those roots off of there right now. Whether your pipe is cast iron, terracotta, scheduled 40 PVC, or corrugated, roots will get in this system. You know, this is solid pipe. French drains are perforated pipe. I really feel sorry for the homeowners that have these French drain companies come out and they tell the people, we'll install a French drain and it'll last forever. Because we come back and clean the line. This pipe is ADS corrugated and it survived about 16 years before the root system became so severe that we had to come and clean it. Yeah, good. So you can see the root system that's totally bound up inside this pipe. Lots and lots of roots. Hasn't been cleaned since it was built. This home was built in 2000, so it's been 16 years. That corrugated pipe, it lasted a long time before it got roots in it. But it is a myth about sending the cable down the line. A lot of companies, they just don't want to clean these drain tiles because, you know, it's not a good success rate when they haven't been cleaned in a long time. Usually they are collapsed. However, this one is wide open, and I showed you the water down there at the creek. Basically, we're just going to untie these roots. We're going to go down to the next one and clean it as well. I'm sure we'll find roots in there the same as here. Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today we're going to be doing some downspout drain cleaning. These are probably the most important drains on your house, and the reason that we're doing that is this particular home that we're working on is getting water down the crawl space, and pretty sure it's coming from those downspout drains. So let's go over here and take a look. You can see he's got nice 6-inch gutters, good 3x4 downspouts. And in this front corner right here, we're getting a lot of water into the crawl space. But while you're here, you know, or while you're doing it, make sure you check all of them. Make sure they're all in good working order. So what we've done is we set up our garden hose to let the water run here. We got water coming out. So we've got water running. I don't hear it running, so it's definitely backing up. I can see it filling up inside the downspout here. It's almost full right now. So we're going to clean this line. And this line should run all the way down the side of the property and over the hill. In addition, it's going to pick up 1, 2, 3 more downspouts. So there's 4 downspouts on this line. And let's go ahead and get started. So again, the way this machine works, this reel continues to turn, and the 3/4 inch cable, steel spring wound cable, slides down the pipe. When the end of that cable hits a stoppage, the cable at the end would stop turning, but the reel continues to turn. That builds up tension, and eventually so much tension that the end of the cable spins and cuts through the roots. This is really a good 2-man job, but you can do it yourself. 2-man makes it easy because you can walk down here to the next downspout, which is well hidden behind these bushes, and you can listen. Ooh, these are hollies. And you can listen in the downspout. And yes, I can hear the cable. So we know that this downspout, this drain, as it comes across and ties into the main line, is open. Let's go check the next one. This one, I don't hear anything, so we know that this one's clogged. There's one more. What a neat house. Let's listen in here. I really don't hear anything here either. So here's where this drain discharges. You can see the water coming out right here. Again, this is about 150 feet back up there to where the operator is running the machine. We've got a great flow of water. It's already cleared up, and I can hear that cable inside that line. So we know that the main section of this line is clean, and what we need to do now is clean the feeds, which are the downspout drains coming across and tying into this line. You know, there's a lot of myth about sending a cable down corrugated pipe. Well guys, we do it every day, and it's really not a problem. That cable is strong, but so is that pipe. If the pipe is broken or collapsed, of course the cable won't go through it. It will not tear up your pipe. It will not hurt anything. So don't be afraid to send a steel cable with cutters down the line to clean out corrugated. So now we're pulling back the cable. We've been out there about 100 feet or so. And basically you just lift it up, pull it straight up out of the pipe, and push it back into your machine. Take your time with it. You might have some roots on the end of it, or it could just be mud and debris. But we'll find out here in just a second. Again, corrugated pipe, it's a myth about sending your cable down that line. You can see that it really grabs a hold of the roots. So we need to go ahead and untie those roots off of there right now. Yeah, good. So you can see the root system that's totally bound up inside this pipe. Lots and lots of roots. Hasn't been cleaned since it was built. This home was built in 2000, so it's been 16 years. That corrugated pipe, it lasted a long time before it got roots in it. But it is a myth about sending the cable down the line. A lot of companies, they just don't want to clean these drain tiles because, you know, it's not a good success rate when they haven't been cleaned in a long time. Usually they are collapsed. However, this one is wide open, and I showed you the water down there at the creek. Basically, we're just going to untie these roots. We're going to go down to the next one and clean it as well. I'm sure we'll find roots in there here. So a lot of times, you know, you've got these feeder lines that come to the main line. You can see I've got the water running. We're going to go ahead and stick the hose in here and just let that run, and we'll see if it comes out down there at the creek. Because if it does, then you don't need to clean it. Save yourself some time, or for us, we'll save the customer some money. We're ready to clean it. As you can see, we've got the machine set up right here. So far, this one's looking really good. So now we're going to do a sound test from this one down to the next one. See if you can just hear that water running inside there. You hear it? I'm going to tap on the downspout. You need to listen. Okay, so we're going to move the machine over to this one because this one is working. Yeah, I hear it filling up. So we're going to have to clean this one. This is just about a 4 or 5 foot run, but it's still backing up and it has to be cleaned for it to drain.
Luckily, there was no dumb box in line here. The dumb box, we call it the dumb box. People put these things in the distribution boxes when really a catch basin is much better and allows water to enter, easy to clean, all the above. But luckily there wasn't a dumb box on this line. We find the dumb boxes usually put in by the inexperienced, drain guy trying to sell something. And far better is a catch basin. It works exactly the same, and it actually allows surface water to drain into your system at the same time.
Let's see if anything's on the end of that cable. No, it's just all shiny. More than likely, that was backed up from when they cleaned the gutters and they just flushed everything down the system.
My heart really goes out to the homeowners that have had that French drain company come out there and say, we'll put this pipe in here and you'll never have to clean it, you'll never have to do anything to it. And unfortunately, that's not the case. It's just a matter of time until those systems fail, and they will fail. I promise you. We clean drains every day. Maintenance is such an important part of all the rainwater drainage systems.
So here at the front of the house, this is where the most water is coming into the crawl space. I don't think this downspout's contributing to that as much as the homeowner thinks. So we're going to go in the crawl space and take a look here in just a minute. But again, downspout drain, corrugated pipe. This is the same machine that is used to clean a sewer line. Super strong, 3/4 inch steel cable.
You can rent these machines at your local Home Depot or any tool rental. Let's go check the next downspout doing the sound test that I showed you earlier. It works really well to find out what's going on.
So I want you to listen carefully. Can you hear the cable down in the pipe? So we know that from where the operator is working on the front drive, that this downspout will check that center one back there, but we know that this one's in wide open order. We've got that line clean. Let's check that center one that's back in here behind the porch. Okay, I kind of hear it in here, but we probably need to clean this one as well. So I know that you can't hear that sound, but from where the operator is by the front porch, I can hear the cable as it's coming through the ground. He's almost through. I think we're going to find some tree roots as it comes out and over this hill. Well, let's go out here and see if there's any flow. Okay, I can hear the cable, but I do not see any water. And what that means is that it's full of mud. So we're going to have to run it several times. You can see here's the discharge. And if you listen, you'll hear that cable. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day.